Hey everybody, it's Ellie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything I'm bringing with me to Puerto Vallarta. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to go over is, why do I keep... Okay, this is not cheer camp, I promise. Anyway, everything that I'm bringing with me is fitting in this bag. So I guess we'll start there. This bag I bought on Amazon. You will see my Amazon storefront because I am now part of the creator program with them. It'll be linked in the description below if you want to buy this bag. It's a pretty simple bag. Like, I wanted something that's like backpack style, so it fits up above really. Bringing one other, this is going to be considered my personal item. I measured it already and it qualifies as the personal item. We're going to be bringing a rolly suitcase as well, but it's going to be empty except for a couple items that I'll tell you which ones are going in there instead of in my bag. And that is because we want to bring souvenirs back with us. This is a very quick trip to PV this time. We're only going to be there for 4 nights, which is very sad, but I'm excited to go regardless. This bag is wonderful. I think we paid $29 for it, and we purchased it, I think 2 years ago. I want to say like, maybe it was 2 years. I think we're entering into year 2, I believe, with this one. Next on deck is going to be everything I bring with me that is tech. So all my tech stuff goes in here, which I've talked about in a previous video. I did another one similar to this. It was a longer trip and we were also staying at an all-inclusive. This, every time I go back, it's like I just keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking everything that I take with me. So this is the tech bag, again, purchased off of Amazon. 2 wireless chargers in here. We have memory cards. We have our GoPro is in here, all the extra batteries, everything tech is going to go into here. And what I like about it is how organized it is. I don't want to tip it too much. Well, if you sleep with the fan on and you're traveling, this little baby is a sound machine. It is a white noise sound machine that we use for our children when we travel and go camping. I like to bring it with me because you're not always guaranteed like a big box fan, and I have to have white noise in order. So this is all of the gadgets that are going in here. And the tech bag is actually going in my husband's bag, and he already packed. So I'm a little late to the show, I guess. We are also bringing 2 portable batteries. We have his and we have mine. Mine is in a case. And it's a little bit smaller than his. It's just a little bit sleeker. I don't need as much power bank, but we like to bring 2 power banks with us because then we can charge our devices and everything on the go, which I really like because you never know when you're going to run out of battery, and who wants to be stuck somewhere without being able to charge your phone. These are our 2 power banks that we're bringing. Phone chargers that typically go in here, but I have not organized this yet. This is what I call my rough pack, and I knew I wanted to film this video, so I just left it kind of messy. And the only other tech that we're bringing with us is my little selfie stick slash tripod thing. I love it because I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I can probably link one that's similar to this, but I love it because it has a remote. Okay, so you can set it up and then you can turn it on and take your pictures. Genius. And I actually purchased this, oh my gosh, back in 2020 when I turned 30. I bought this because, oops, I didn't lock it in. We went and did our first trip to Mexico, and we had a big group of friends going for my 30th, and I wanted to be able to capture everything. Rude! Next tech item, always, 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 always a must for me. Noise canceling headphones, and I really like these ones because you can actually shrink them down like this, and they come in a little case, which I don't use the case because I just put these around my neck when I'm walking through the airport if I feel like I need to, but actually I just keep them in the front pouch of my bag that I already showed you, and they stay in there until I need them. And I think this is the last tech thing that I'm bringing, which is my Instax. My Instax camera. I got this, oh gosh, years ago. I mean, the case is broken It's very old, but I love this. I'm a big scrapbooker, and so this just makes like really cute little scrap pictures. It's a one of one, unless you take a picture of the picture, but it's a one of one, and it just is really iconic. Like, I love a good Polaroid, and this is very Polaroid adjacent. So I have that, and then I have 4 cartridges. Inside each cartridge comes 10 pictures, which really isn't that much. When I went with my brother and sister, well, my brother-in-law and my sister in 24, and then when we went with our friends in 23, I brought 6, and I used every single one of them. Again, we went for a way longer period of time, and this time it's just gonna be me and my husband, so a little bit different of a trip. Next, we'll go into personal items. I have this little bag. This has my toiletries in it. And I love this bag. I've had this bag for years. I'll try and find one that is similar, and I will link it in my Amazon store. But what I love the most about it is it folds out. It's huge. It's huge, first of all. But it has this, it has this little clip right here. So you can hang it on your bathroom door or on a coat hook or in a closet or whatever. And this just has like all the medicine I like to bring from home. You know, ibuprofen, Tylenol, etc. I have all my hair care stuff up here, and then typically this is where I would put like my shampoos and stuff, but because we're doing carry-on only, I have that in a separate area, so that way when you go through TSA, it makes it a little bit easier. And since we are on the topic of personal care slash whatever hygiene, I'll go through. This is the little bag. I'm going to be putting a quart-size bag inside of here. I just wanted it easy to reach and separate from our other stuff. This has all of our liquids in it. So I have my toothpaste, which is under 2 ounces. I think it is 2 ounces, or under 3 ounces. 3 ounces, yeah, because this is 3 ounces, so you can take that. And then I have all of these refillable pouches. This is how I travel for a couple reasons. One, especially if you're going to be gone not very long, this is the way to go. I have my face wash, I have my moisturizer, I have my cellar water, my cellar water. I have my purple shampoo because I am blonde and I do purple shampoo every couple of days. And then I have my toner, and then I have my conditioner. So I like to just keep everything really as slim as possible, because when you're packing carry-on only, you really want everything to kind of coexist nicely in your bags. And because we are only doing carry-on, I really had to shrink down what I would normally bring, because I am a chronic overpacker. Okay, you guys, like a chronic overpacker. I overpack for everything. Even like a trip to my sister's house. Like, it's bad. But I've gotten better over the years. I've realized I don't need as much stuff. Anyway, so I keep everything kind of short and sweet in there. I also have these little baby loofahs. I am a big loofah user, which I know is very controversial. But I have 2 little baby mini loofahs that are brand new from the Dollar Tree. I got a 4-pack of them last year, and I kept 2, and then I used 2, and then at the end of the trip I just throw them away. Very wonderful if you're not a washcloth girly. Or boy, I have this teeny tiny little itty bitty. It's a new one because I used my last one up. These are little paper hand soaps, and they smell so good. And when you are in Mexico, oh, I love these, but they come out in little sheets like this. It's very, I don't know if you can see that. It's very thin, and you just add a little bit of water and boom, bam, you got yourself some soap. I like to put these in my little pouch that we bring with us, because you're not always guaranteed to have soap. And I am a chronic hand washer. That's why I struggle with having fake nails on. My hands are usually really cracked. I have problems, okay? I wash my hands a lot. The next thing I am bringing with us is BioFreeze. In Puerto Vallarta, you can do a lot of walking. It is very, very normal for us to hit at least 17,000 steps. Like, we always hit 10,000 and we exceed up to 17,000 in a day. So our feet are very tired. Sometimes your back is tired. I'm getting old. Okay. This is a symbol that you are over the age of 30. It is what it is. And that's okay. It's totally fine. And I also have baby powder that I like to bring. This one, you can tell, has never been used. I bring this as a precaution. I haven't had to use it. I've had the same exact tiny little baby powder for years, and I always bring it because when I was a lot heavier, you'd get the chub rub, and I love using baby powder. I just always bring it. It's like an emotional support baby powder, okay? Leave me alone. These, I'm going to be ordering, I think, a couple more. These are atomizers. Ugh. And you just stick your perfume that you want to take with you. It's very, very tiny, as you can see. And it's very easy to use. You just take the little cap off and then you screw this down and you just until it fills up with whatever perfume or cologne that you want to bring with you. I did have a 3-pack. One of them I know broke, and I don't know what happened. I thought I had another one floating around that's gold. Anyway, whatever. They look like this. You can buy them on Amazon. I will also link them in my storefront. And I think that's it. Oh, how could I forget? My Old Faithful. I don't even know if they make these anymore. The last time I bought these was, I think it was last year. I go through these often. I love these things. They're little portable toothbrushes. Basically, if you go out to eat, it has like a teeny little mint on the inside that snaps, and then you can have, like, you can scrub your teeth. It also has a flosser on the end. So these are just wonderful. I'm down to my last pack, which is devastating because I love these things and they're really hard to find. I have no idea why they stopped making them, or if there's another product that is out there that anybody knows about, let me know. So moving on, I'm going to talk about my first aid kit. So I was so grateful to have this when I went to Disneyland because I had the biggest blister on the back of my heel and I have moleskin in here. So I bought these on Amazon. Again, I'll link them. I love them because they're tiny, so they're made to travel with you. I actually customized mine a little bit more, and I took all the like things I don't feel like I really would need out of here, and then I put things that I know I could need in here, if that makes any sense. I have no idea, but I just kind of customized mine a little bit more than the way it came. Also, it can go through TSA this way too. Always bring a carabiner. If you do not have a carabiner that you are taking with you, take one with you. There has been so many times where, like, we go shopping, we end up with some bags, and because both of us, speaking of bags, we have these little satchels that you sling over. It is so easy for me and my husband. We just put our carabiner on, and anything that we purchase just hangs off of our satchels, and it is so wonderful to have that as an option. Look into getting yourself a carabiner and adding it to your pack. All right, since we're on the topic of satchels and things, this is my husband's. This is his little travel satchel, and he takes it with us every time we go anywhere that is outside of where we live. He always brings this attached to it because a lot of places do not have straws, or they have the stupid paper straws. Metal is not my favorite. However, when I'm in a crisis, I would much rather use my metal straw than I would using a paper straw. I freaking hate paper straws. I know, again, controversial, whatever, but I love these. Again, linked on my, everything is going to be linked, okay, in my Amazon store. So if you see something that you like, go to my description and click on my storefront. But what I love about these, there's a couple things I love. One, very small, travel friendly. Love that. They open up. Let me see if I can, here we go. They open up into a full-size straw, and they also come with a little straw cleaner, so you can clean it after each use. It is wonderful. I love this thing. I bring this everywhere with me because, again, everybody uses stupid paper straws, and there's nothing worse than drinking out of a soggy piece of paper, okay? So my husband and I both have one of these because we both do that. Okay, and then this one is my little satchel. You can use it as a fanny pack, you can use it as a side pack, you can use it however you want. Ooh, this one I typically just wear just like this. And I put my phone in here, and I put my little, like, either hand sanitizer. In this case, I'm not bringing hand sanitizer, but I have my little soap packs that I have. So I'll have, like, my phone, maybe a little bit of cash, and my soap, and that's really all I carry in here because my husband usually carries everything else. This thing is wonderful. If you do not have one of these, 20 out of 10 recommend getting one. This is a passport carrier. It makes it so easy. Again, when you're doing carry-on only, organizing your stuff is so important, especially when you're going through TSA and you have customs and it gets really crazy. Also, because I have traveled so often, it is important to add a pen, okay? You have to fill out your customs documents before you exit the plane. And I always keep a pen in here for multiple reasons. The biggest is for customs documents. And then inside it looks like this. So you have all your passports on one side. If you are still old-fashioned like me and like to print your tickets, you can put your tickets in here. On this side, this is where we put our driver's license, because we do take our license with us, and we take usually 1 or 2 credit cards. And then on this side, there's more space, and then in here is where you can stick your cash if you want. And you also have, for coin, in our case, for coin pesos, we have a little zip pouch that we keep everything in. So I love this thing. I've had this for years as well. I don't even remember when I bought this. It was before, it might have been 2020. I can't remember if it was my first trip to Mexico or if it was when I went to, no, it was our first trip. So I've had this for 5 years. The other thing that we bring is a wallet. Now I know that sounds silly because you're probably thinking, Ellie, doesn't your husband and don't you already have a wallet? Okay, first of all, no, I don't. I have a purse that doubles as my wallet. Also, my husband does not want to lose his wallet because he loves it. So if for some reason this gets stolen or we lose it or misplace it, we don't really care about it. Okay. I bought this for like $8 on Amazon. Okay. So it really isn't that serious. Now, before we go to Mexico, I always get our pesos before we go. And that's another really good tip for you, is get your exchange currency before you travel. Sometimes people will say, oh, no, you can do it when you're there. Yes, you can, but the conversion rate isn't guaranteed to be as good as it is back home from your bank. We bank at a credit union. Right now, I believe we got these pesos at, I believe it was 18 or 19 pesos per dollar when I did the exchange on these. I also did it a while ago. So we just put all of our money in here, and then when we get to where we're going, they have a safe, and we typically leave most of the money at the hotel in the safe, and then we take the rest of it with us, which again, I know it's controversial, but whatever, you do you. One more thing to add to the hygiene stuff is this is a bar of soap. I always bring a bar of soap, and as you can tell, it's been well loved. You can buy these little cases from the Dollar Tree or from Walmart. They're really, really cheap. I think they're like 50 cents at Walmart. So I got 2. I got one for me and one for my husband, and we each have our own bar of soap that we wash our bodies with. Okay, so I'm quite devastated because I had 2 games to share with you that I always bring with me, and I cannot find one of them. I'm sure I'll find before I leave, but I always bring a little notebook like this. Again, Dollar Tree. I put a pen in there. And then I have this container that I've had forever. I have no idea where I got this from, okay? So don't ask, because I have no idea. I have tried to find other dice containers like this one. Have not been successful. I'm pretty sure this was like a toothpick case at one point or something. I don't know. I literally don't know. But I always bring 8 dice with me. And is that 8, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 8 dice. I always fill it up and bring it with me because you're bound to lose at least 1 or 2. And the game that we like to play, you have to have 6 die in order to play. And it's called 10,000 for if anybody wonders. It's 10,000. So this is a must. The other game I will go ahead and insert here. It is called 5 Crowns. It is so much fun. You only need 2 people to play it. Obviously, the more people you have, the more fun it is. However, it is a really, really good game. My husband and I have played it often. Mine has like a pretty little case and everything, and I have no idea where it went. I'm literally devastated. I don't want to talk about it. I'm really mad about it. Anyway, those are the 2 games that I'm bringing with us. Now, in the previous video, if you watched it, I talked about my big game bag that I bring every time we go anywhere. That is true if we are going with other people or our family. I bring a bunch of game options. We're a big game family. We like to play games. This trip, it's very short-lived. It's just me and my husband, so I'm not too worried about that. Next item is my beach towels. These are wonderful. There's 2 towels in here and they are huge, huge towels. They're very skinny. They're so dry so fast. And I love these. We bring them all the time, everywhere we go, when we're camping, when we're traveling. We always bring our towels with us because they're so wonderful. I can't recommend these enough. They're great. I have 2 other bags that we're bringing. I know this sounds very expensive. However, we do a lot of hiking and we like to bring our stuff with us. This is one of them that we bring with us. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but I'll link something original. Honestly, all you need is like a drawstring bag that is on the outside, like waterproof. And we stick everything, like our towels go in here. A change of clothes goes in here. This is like a beach bag. So anytime we know we're just going to go hang out at the beach or go somewhere that has a pool that we want to use, we bring this with us and we just put, like I said, towels, change of clothes. That's really about it that goes in here. And then I have another bag I'll go ahead and insert here. This is our cooler backpack. I love this thing. I'm pretty sure it's in our camper currently. And that goes with us everywhere because it's wonderful. You can bring your own drinks. You can put ice in there. My husband and I will literally go to the store and buy a bag of ice, dump it in this little cooler backpack, and then we'll stick all of our drinks or cocktails or whatever inside this backpack, and it stays cold the entire time. We took it with us when we went to Silverwood. It was wonderful. We put sandwiches in there. We put the kids' drinks in there. We put soda water in there. Like, we had everything in that little backpack that needed to stay cold, and it stayed cold the entire time. Even when we go to Mexico, every time it stays so cold. It's wonderful. If you don't have one, you definitely need to invest in one because you can use it literally like during the summertime. We took it with us when we go paddle boarding. We take it out with us on day trips. We take it with us when we go camp. We take this backpack with us everywhere. So I'm praying it's in my RV or I'm going to be devastated. A couple more things I want to talk about before we go on to the last little bit of this video. And these are some little odds and ends that I bring with me. First is entertainment for myself. I have a new book that I'm going to read, and then I have a word search. I love these stupid little things. You can buy these at the Dollar Tree. And this book I purchased from a thrift store about a year ago, and I haven't read it yet, and I figured it was the cutest little quick read I could bring with me. So I'm a big reader. If you are a reader too, comment below. Tell me what book you're reading. Anyway, so that's my entertainment that I bring with me, obviously along with my phone. And then I have this. Now you might be thinking, what in the world is this, Ellie? It's like a weird, looks like cardboard. Well, it's not. It's faux leather. So what do you know? Anyway, the reason why I bring this is because I have a tendency of losing everything. As we can tell from this video, I have misplaced 2 of my favorite items that I take traveling with me. So I like to put this by the front entry of our hotel room. There's usually like some sort of like stand or shelf or something that's right by the front door. We put our key card in here. My husband sometimes will throw his wallet in here. I will put my glasses in here so I don't lose them. And then I also take my Polaroids and I put them in here. And then I find a home for them before we leave because I like to look through them. So I love this thing. This has gone many, many places with me and it will continue to do so. I have it in 2 different sizes. I have this one and then I have a bigger. If we're going for a long period of time, I bring both. I bring this one for room keys and then the bigger one for my pictures and glasses and whatever. So this is wonderful. Good morning. This is Editing Ellie from the future. I want to hop on here really quick because it ends really abruptly and I just wanted to explain why. It was getting really long, so I decided to make it into 2 videos. So if you're curious about what I'm taking with me to Mexico, clothing-wise and shoe-wise, stay tuned for the next video. All right, we will see you in the next one. Bye!